Okay, Ken Roczen, first of all, just talk me through how this week leading into St. Louis went. Obviously, you've got one race in the books. I'm sure you learnt a ton. What did you work on this week? What needed to be addressed?
To be quite honest, I didn't really do that much testing. We tried some stuff for Motocross of Nations, which I actually I tested on our SMX track because I think it was more so like how everything runs and make sure everything's good. And then we had the Japanese out actually this week, so Kyle did some testing and they ran through a bunch of stuff. And not me though, so I kind of just did my own thing riding and had a really good week. We've been kind of getting hammered with rain, so you kind of, you have one day of a lot of riding and then kind of like not for the rest of the week type thing. So I just kept kind of working on myself. I mean, realistically, obviously I didn't have the result last week that we are hoping for, but man, I also got to be realistic. It was really only my second race back after my ankle, and I don't know, I just seemed like it takes me a little bit longer to get into the swing of things a little bit. So I just overall want to be better. I know it takes time too, but I'm working every week to try and improve bit by bit. So the pace is obviously high up front, and everybody that's ahead of me has been racing all summer as well. So not an excuse by any means. I plain and simple want to be better, and I think last weekend was a little bit of a one-off race just because the track was very unique. It was super outdoorsy. We had some bigger supercross type jumps, and it was super ruddy, and you just didn't really know what you were getting sometimes on the takeoffs, you know what I mean? So funky one. Then obviously we expected to race two motos, and it got cut short with the rain, which I don't think was a bad idea just because the track was a shit show as it was, and it would have been a strange one. There were a lot of crashes last weekend too, right? So not much to, I didn't change really hardly anything after that weekend just because I think I just need to be better and I want to be better. So yeah, we're coming back this weekend. The track looks interesting here. First time we have an SMX track and an actual supercross dome where we normally race. So the track looks super fun with a mixture of supercross, and you have some faster areas, a lot of sand, a lot of mulch. So I'm curious to see how it'll develop.
Is it quite normal for you to have the Japanese out for testing, or is that a sign of Suzuki becoming more and more interested or invested in what
they
you're
are
doing?
Involved. That's why they're out there, you know what I mean? So we are definitely getting our ducks in a row, and most of the stuff that we do is all for the following year, right, for Supercross. But yeah, I'm stoked. I've had more meetings with the Japanese this year than I ever have in the past, so they're definitely stepping back in, and yeah, we're just going to work. I think there's a lot of stuff we still need to do and want to test. But like I said, right now we're kind of in race mode. We got to get these couple of races over with, and then coming for Supercross next year, I think we have a bunch of fun stuff to run through.
Yeah, have you given them like a wish list of what you would want for Supercross next year? Like, is there one item that you're like, I've been dying for this? Yeah,
I mean, obviously, we've been talking about the electric start. I think it's kind of essential, it's all fun and games. Like, I enjoy, the kickstart side of things, but if you want to go for a championship, like in the last few years, I was starting to become better and better, and those types of things can just cost you, you know what I mean? Big time. So that's obviously the utmost priority. Also, it comes with positives and negatives, because anything we bolt on makes the bike heavier and most likely going to change the handling and stuff. So like I said, there's a lot more stuff that we have to run through and confirm and just rule out of what works and what doesn't work, because we want to just get better and not bolt something on and make things worse. So we have a lot of work ahead of us, but it's actually really exciting times. And but for right now, I left everything the way it was. We're in race mode. Get these over with. Also running through Motocross of Nations, obviously, and then we'll go from there and reevaluate for the following season. Do you think that you can win this weekend, or are we still a little bit far from your 100% ready to win? Yeah, I don't know. Winning is I think a little bit far out there. I want to get a couple of good results, consistent results, top 5, podium if I can, obviously, but I'm just more so looking for like my comfort and finding my feet. I want to get good starts and just kind of take these races as learning some more and hanging with the front guys, so I can get better personally as well. So not necessarily shooting for winning. It'd be awesome. Of course, we always race because we want to do as good as possible. But after last week, I got to 6th, and I don't know, just kind of reevaluate here, you know what I mean? Just kind of go out there, race, see where we're at, and then kind of go from there. Last thing, I don't know if you looked at the sand section that comes out of a stadium. I'm surprised how thin the dirt is. Like, there's not much built there. Is that normal, or? we will probably most likely see some concrete or some plywood
maybe
shining
in the
through,
first practice.
Right? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how that turns out. It's kind of a bit of a, it's not a straight up sand section, right?
Yeah.
It looks like it's kind of mixed in a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know if they want it to be like just slick hard pack in the end and you just kind of go out, spin round,
Yeah,
you know?
I honestly don't know. We're gonna just kind of have to see after practice. But yeah, it's definitely thin right there. And we are going to be hard on the throttle coming out of the turn. So I think we're going to dig through some of the stuff pretty quick. But I mean, for the most part, the track crew, they know what they're doing, right? So I'm sure that if that is a problem, that they're hopefully going to just fill it up a little bit more and kind of go to a plan B.
Okay, Hunter Lawrence, one SMX round done. The next one, this one, going to be completely different to the first. So how did the prep this week change versus Charlotte prep?
Not a crazy lot, honestly. I feel like this week we have a completely different track layout. We're already talking more supercross inspired setup. We don't seem to have as much motocross sections as last week, so that's kind of about it, honestly. These rounds are kind of like, you can prepare as much as you feel like in the week, and that's what you do, but then come race day, you got to be ready to make changes or adapt to something. So, yeah.
I honestly wondered if you guys would like ditch the SMX track and just ride a supercross track to prepare for this. Because, you know, it's still tight corners, it's like, the layout is a supercross layout, it's just different jumps.
Yeah, absolutely. We made one lane change back home, like we did make one change, but it was just, honestly, instead of like a sweeper corner, we just made it into a tight U-turn into another little lane. So it's not, tried to tighten it up a little bit just because obviously we're in a stadium, so we thought it would be a little tighter and maybe a little less ground speed than last weekend. But yeah, dude, not a whole lot of thought goes into it, honestly, just kind of, we're here to race, dude, so.
Well, the end's in sight.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Fastest lap of the race last week.
Yeah.
Positive, off the podium, negative. How do you fall as far as feelings about your result and riding?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I rode really good. Like, obviously, you said fastest lap of the race. I felt my speed was good. I just look back at my day. If I could have qualified maybe a position or two better, would have helped with a little bit more inside gate pick for the moto, which I think that could have helped. Such a crucial first turn, U-turn, you know.
Yeah, you were on the outside of Chase and Jet,
I was on the
weren't you?
outside of Chase, which my start was good. I was on the outside of Chase, but then he drifted wide and I just kind of got pinched. So, yeah, whatever, right? It was, felt riding was good. Fourth, meh. Eli made a mistake and I couldn't quite get him. It was tough being behind someone. You just get plastered by Roost, and then it was a really kind of so many lines everywhere, but like one main fast line. So challenging track, but double points this weekend.
Were you more comfortable than you expected? Less comfortable? Like, where was the comfort level?
Yeah, actually, I mean, I haven't felt uncomfortable in a long time, but I felt good. Like, I didn't feel uncomfortable. Just on your toes, sharp. That track was super unforgiving on if you'd make a mistake. Even trying to set up a pass, one bad line, you would lose a bit of ground. It was really tough to make up time on that track. So, no, I felt good. Like, I was happy with how I rode. I thought the track held up really good in the race. Like, that rhythm lane, we did the rhythm the whole way through the moto, which we were like, on Friday with how soft the dirt was, we were like, oh yeah, okay, maybe we won't be able to go 3 on, off, 3 over the big one. But, I mean, we did it the whole moto, and same with all the other rhythms. So, I thought the track was cool. The layout was fun. It was super unique with how technical and how deep the ruts were. So honestly, it wasn't bad. It was a cool track. It was a cool track.
Do you think it almost made SMX better in not being so fast? Like, the speed being slowed down, a little more technical, maybe helps for comfort level?
Yeah, maybe. It's a good question. Yeah, maybe. I think the one thing I feel like when the tracks are so deep and so rutted like that is it makes the racing tighter, but it doesn't at the same point. Like, there's not as many passes as you see when guys can move around on the track freely. But I don't know. It was good. It was a tricky technical track. I mean, you've seen the same top 4 good guys that have been running up front all year that are, you know, the elite caliber of the Premier class rise to the top and can put their hard work, their skills, their technique, and fitness, and all that on the line. Like, it was, everyone stayed really, really consistent lap time wise. It's good. All the boys are fit and healthy, and it should be a fun second and third round.
That's enough about SMX.
Yep.
Last thing, Nation's entry list came out.
Yep.
Your open class, but last year you guys made a late switch. So is that set in stone, or are you still kind of like, we can move around?
Which open class is that's not MX1, it's MX3, right? So the last one of the order. Okay.
Jet's number 1, you're number 3.
Okay. Okay. That's
so the fact this is news to you tells a lot.
It's I'll race whatever. I don't care. I'm going there to race. It's a fun event. MX1, MX2, MX3, whatever. I'm going there to race.
Good to see Jeremy.
Yeah, be good. Hopefully
not in a great mood at the moment, but
sensitive.
It's fine. We can wrap him in cotton wool and stroke him and just
hopefully. No, it's gonna be cool. Hopefully, weather's good. If it ain't, I don't know. I feel like it's good. I feel like a little bit of a weather to Motocross of Nations, like, almost gives it that extra little specialness.
Yeah, you don't want it to be terrible, but you also don't want it to be perfect.
Yeah, like, not terrible, like just in the middle where it's like, just like crank the difficulty meter up just enough. Like, Madeley, Redbud's been that way both years.
Yeah,
I want to say both years. Redbud's been like that. Erne was pretty good, fair weather. But yeah, it's good. Just cranks up the theatrics a little on it, which makes it that little bit more special.
Seeing as we're almost a year on, you can say it now. Why did you guys switch classes at the last minute last year? Was there a reason to it?
Yeah, I was just struggling with some health issues towards the end of outdoors season, and we weren't 100% sure how my recovery would have been between the back-to-back motos. So it was kind of like one decision we kind of made towards the end of outdoors, and I don't know. We weren't sure how Jet's recovery, come back from his thumb, would be. Obviously, SMX did really well. Training during the week and stuff, he was just obviously fresher than I was, having him missed a lot of racing during the summer. So it was just one of those calls on like, hey, boys are both fit. Jet's a little fresher. He's done a little bit of less racing this season. Throw him in for that one to do the back-to-back and give HJ a little more time to recover.
Dean Wilson, first of all, a two-part question. One, why are you here doing SMX? And two, are you regretting being here doing SMX?
So one, why am I here? All right, so I just finished the Brazil Championship and I injured my knee at that. I didn't injure, I just banged it up. So anyways, I only did 5 US Supercross runs, so I wasn't sure if I was going to get the invite. I ended up 32nd in seeding. So I was like, so anyways, I got the call, I could do it. So I said, I was like, can I just race Vegas only? I can let my knee heal up and it's triple points. So if I go there and do decent, it could be a 25 grand weekend, right?
Yep.
But he says, no, you can't do that. You have to do all three. And I'm like, oh, come on. So then my plan was, all right, I'll just go to Charlotte with no prep. I'll just ride practice. And then I will pull out of the, what do they call it now? The
wild card?
The wild card race. But, you know, I rode and then my times were looking all right on Friday. And, like, I was getting around okay for no prep. And then, I decided to race. And I'm glad I did, honestly. And I am happy to be here. I got 16th, I was in 15th the whole race, but the thing was I was just riding at 80%, being smart, and I had like a pack of guys in front of me, and I was like, man, if I was actually half prepared for this, I could definitely be closer to the top 10, but anyways, looking for, this is more my cup of tea, a bit more supercrossy, and I think it'll be good for me, so looking forward to it.
Yeah, you can definitely expect closer to the top 10 here. It's going to be easier on the knees.
Yeah.
Kind of what you've been riding, these guys haven't.
Right.
Like, this is your time to shine.
It's my time to shine. For these races though, there's really no expectation for me. My main focus is Oz Supercross, but I think it's really cool, you know, that the purse is good, and, you know, if things go half decent, it's 35 grand, but, you know, at the end of Vegas. So, no expectations for me really, just, it's good bike time, good, it's always good to race, and it definitely sucks doing the wild card, but I'm not sure if Mookie's racing or not.
He's here, so...
Okay, so if he's here, he's probably racing. So that means it'll go back down to top 6, which is fine. Better than top 2. Last year was top 2. But yeah, that wildcard race is definitely a pain in the butt because I wish it was on Friday so we could just get it done with. And then we could, you know, focus on the race on Saturday. But once you do that on Saturday and you qualify in, you're like, oh, now the hard part's done. Now we get to just race. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it though. It's good.
You say your knee got banged up in Brazil. Your knees are just permanently banged up?
Yeah.
So does that mean that it's actually like a tangible injury, or what's the deal?
No, so it's my bad knee. So my bad knee is very tender, you could say. It doesn't take a lot to injure it. It's because it's bone on bone. It's had 5 ACLs. It's got no meniscus. So that's why I don't race outdoors anymore and do the supercross only thing. And when I crashed with Enzo, everyone's seen that when we collided first lap. I think what happened is, so my knee only bends like this far, and I think when I crashed, it bent farther than it normal does. So I think the bones clashed, and but it's all right. It's feeling a little bit better now. I've also got bulging disc in my back, not from a crash or anything. I just cased a triple, and this was like end of supercross, so that's been a pain in the butt too. So I'm definitely feeling it, but I'm just trying to get my body healthy, and I mean, I'm not in the worst spot. We're all right.
I mean, the bad thing is, health-wise, this is kind of a start of your season. Like, you're going now, well, I guess until March sort of time?
Yeah, well, no, not really, because all Supercross starts October 11th, 12th is the first 2 rounds, and then that ends at the end of November. So then I get like December off, and
then Arena Cross UK?
Yeah, we'll see. I haven't heard anything about that yet, but that's probably going to be a last-minute deal, but we'll see.
Last thing, obviously you never would have done it, but Team GB was in bad positions recently.
Yeah.
Did a text go out to you at all?
Well, I was with Mark Chamberlain because he helps me when I did the Arena Cross UK, or the Arena Cross World Tour, I should say. And when we're in Abu Dhabi, he was like, "Come on, let's go." But I mean, I would love to, but it's honestly, my knee's not in good shape for outdoors. It's like I did some last year just to get SMX points, and I did put in a few solid rides, but it's too hard on it. And I've had lots of awesome opportunities, and I love doing that race, but I don't think I would have been the best pick. So it definitely was tough for everyone this year. You know, it's a shame not to be set in the absolute best team, but they've done their best, and we'll see how they do. I wish them the best a lot.
Joe Shimoda, first of all, although maybe the result last week wasn't what you wanted, I feel like it may have been your best riding of the year even. You were really on a high level, so I guess happy with that, leaving Charlotte?
Yes, we had 4 sessions before the race, so I had time to figure and dial out everything. By the race comes around, I had my lines dial pretty good and bike's pretty good. Just a mistake I did, that was on me. I rushed it too much personally, and yeah, it could have been a good day, but I messed it up. Yeah.
Did you maybe rush it because you didn't know where Hayden was at that point? Did you think he was closer to you than he actually was?
Actually, the problem was like I caught to the set earlier than I expected.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, let's just make a quick move here because the race is shorter.
Yeah.
But I had a small gap, and I tried to just send it in there, set it in, back off. We touched the handlebar slightly. That put me into the left, and it caught the tough block. So just me rushing it. So it was just a bad decision.
Was there anything specific you needed to test this week after Charlotte? Any issues with the bike that you decided you needed to tackle before coming here?
No, honestly, we just had the suspension from Charlotte to send it over to practice track, and we rode that a little bit, and no, nothing changed.
Did you ride your normal SMX layout this week? Because with being in a stadium, I wonder if maybe it would have been more beneficial to just ride a supercross test track without whoops.
No. So I train in Sandbox right now, and they have one SMX track ready to go, so we just been riding that. So.
And then quietly, you've actually been quite good in SMX throughout your career. The first year, you were very close to even winning it. What is it about this that suits you? Are you maybe better or stronger at being uncomfortable and figuring that out than some of your competition?
In my case, I would say I think everybody's ready at this point, right? Like they had 20-some rounds to figure everything yourself, your motorcycle and everything. So I have less concern of everything coming into this round. So to me, it's really performance-based race, and I believe I can do that. So I think this last 3 rounds suit my style good. I know like what I need to do.
Yeah.
I'm sure of myself. So yeah.
Last question. When are you going to have time to prepare on a 450 for the Nations? Have you done that already, or is that just happening after Vegas?
So this week I'm gonna go back to California.
Okay.
And gonna do a little bit of riding. And after Vegas, go back to Florida, do some more riding, prepare. So it starts after this week.
Joey Savatgy, based on what you said after Charlotte, I feel like you weren't very happy with how it went. But it was a solid start, no? Like, what exactly weren't you happy with?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's obviously I want more. Not that ninth's not respectable, but I feel like I had more in the tank. I think the biggest thing is I made a change during the week, late in the week, Wednesday bike setup, and obviously that was actually my first SMX that I've done since they've been around.
Oh wow!
I haven't done them at all, so I struggled with my bike a little bit. I think I should have been a little bit more aggressive probably and made some bigger changes during the day to try to address that. But I was a little nervous to change it just because, it's first time I didn't know SMX is this how it's supposed to feel. Like, you're trying to find the balance of something stiff enough to hold up for the rhythms, but you don't want it to be supercross setup because when you get to the outdoor section. So, yeah, I think the biggest thing is I didn't ride well. That was what I was most frustrated with. I believe I could have been a few more spots up than I was, but again, it's easy to say woulda, shoulda, coulda. So, yeah, but we're on to round two, and I think we have a good direction to head. So, yeah, I'm excited.
Do you really need to sweat bike setup here that much, though? Like, it is, I mean, it's not a supercross, but it is a supercross.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how much thought needs to go into this.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so unique that it's kind of just, you need something that's just going to work. Not okay, but it's going to work pretty well everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need something super stiff for one rhythm lane because you're not going to be able to corner that well. And if it starts getting choppy, you don't want extremely stiff stuff because it's going to beat the crap out of you. But I mean, this is definitely a very supercrossy track, minus the whoop. So it'll be interesting to see how it develops. What kind of tire we're going to run, and yeah, I mean, it's just, again, a lot of unknowns with this. I think every year, I know it's my first year, but not their first year, but still, I think teams learn every weekend they go. It's just kind of, you got to make the change as the day goes and adapt to what's going on.
Oh yeah, let's talk tires. Does it make sense to run a scoop here? Is that something the guys are going to consider, or?
I don't know. I think you'll see Eli on one for sure. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Jet runs it. I mean, dude, they ran a paddle at Washougal this year, right? Yeah. So this is way softer than that. The paddle's come a long way. That's the hard part. Like, where the paddle used to not be good at lean angle or used to not do this good, like the tire has evolved so much that it kind of does everything good. The only reason we don't run it in Supercross is because of the whoops, and obviously we don't have those here. So with the mulch section and the sand section, I could see a lot of guys running a back cut for sure. I might explore that today and see how that feels. But again, it just depends. Like, is it going to be soft? Is it going to be on the harder side? Things that you won't know until we go ride and the track starts to break down. So
I imagine it's worth running a scoop just for the start because it is a basic supercross.
Yeah.
So in my head, you guys are just going to be in a train following each other, and there's not really going to be anywhere to pass.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think the paddle is an advantage off the gate, which is obviously, I think, a lot of the reason why we run it so often. As far as passing, when you have 80 or 180s and 90-degree corners, 90s not so much, but definitely 180s and bowl turns, things get spicy. So I think passing is going to be, there will be passing. I don't know that it's going to be the nicest, but I think, as always, unless you're Jet or Chase or maybe Eli, like, you need to start up front. There's too many guys that are too good to start behind them and expect to really move forward. I think it's just so start dependent nowadays for the majority of us that if you have to sacrifice the track a little bit with grip to get away at the front, that's kind of what you have to do. So time will tell.
I'm surprised how thin the sand is coming out the stadium.
Yeah.
Are you surprised by that as well? Or?
I told them I was nervous for the tall guys. Like, if you start getting braking bumps or little waves in the sand, I felt like you might hit your head on the beams up top.
Yeah.
It's not that tall.
Do you think that's why they left it shallow then?
It might be.
Like if they build it up any more, then...
Yeah, or they just didn't have enough sand. But yeah, it's not very deep. I would expect us to be on the concrete relatively quickly.
Like free practice one?
I mean, the only saving grace is at the corner. I think it's a little bit more clay.
Yes.
Because if that was sand, we would be on the concrete for sure in the first practice. But yeah, I don't know. It's unique. I mean, it's exciting because it is a supercross stadium, just no whoops and kind of a unique layout. So yeah, we'll find out here shortly.
Last thing, you obviously took a long time off in outdoors because you needed it after a hectic schedule. Are you fully 100% now, aside from a little bit of race rust?
Yeah, I mean, maybe not 100%, but I would say that I'm good enough. Yeah. You know, maybe fitness isn't ideal. It's, you know, taking the time off kind of on a downtrend and then a little bit shorter of a build up than what I wanted. Something to do with this personal stuff. Had you know, kids hadn't started school yet, and we were searching for a nanny, and this personal life stuff that I probably have maybe a week or two less than what I wanted to have. But again, it's at the end of the day, it's not a big change in the big picture. So we're good enough, and we'll try to do better than we did last weekend.
Max Anstie, first things first, you've just walked the track. I think it looks cool. It's definitely different to a supercross, but what's your takeaway?
Yeah, it's nice. It's the dirt's nice. It looks, I mean, it feels like a lot more supercrossy. Obviously, with a roof on it, feels like, yeah, like you're properly like at a supercross track. I mean, there's no whoops, but there's a little weird Dragon's Back section after the tunnel. It's not really. It's a multi-mogully thing, but it'll be nice. I think we'll see how it is when we get out there. Some sections look fast, some sections look tight, but yeah, we'll see how it is. Dino's here.
Oh, really?
If he would stick around for a little bit, that would be ideal, because I do need another rider.
I can't believe you're not racing for Team GB. What a pile of shit.
Yeah, what about you, mate? He's limping off. He's limping off everyone.
We can't see him. Anyway, I forgot what we were saying, but let's go with this.
Something about the track.
The mulch thing, you haven't ridden it yet. Let's bring that to Supercross.
It's Tony Moto. I feel like I'm riding around Tony Moto.
Okay, there's maybe two people to get that, but yes, it is literally Tony Moto.
When I looked at it, I was like, oh, all right.
Tony Moto, the worst track I've ever ridden. I did not get on with that. It was way too technical for me.
Yeah, no, I wasn't that keen on it either. It's closed down now, isn't it?
Yeah, ages
closed
ago.
down.
It probably closed down before you were pro, I think.
I remember Gareth Paget going around there, flat out jumping all the tabletops.
I hope someone sends this to Gareth Paget. What are the chances?
I know. So random, isn't it?
I don't even know if this counts as an interview now. I don't know if we need to start again, but we're going to plough on.
No, carry on. Last week we stopped it, didn't we?
You didn't answer my question.
What was the question?
Why not bring this mulch to the supercrosses? Like, I don't know, I think it's cool. We have sand sections, why not a mulch section?
I think, well, we'll see how it is when we actually get out there. We haven't actually got out there yet. It looks half decent.
A bit too keen, we're getting a bit too revved up.
I feel like, because they had press day, there was a couple little ruts in it. I feel like it's not going to get that deep. I feel like it's just going to get slippery. Just like Tony Moto. Yeah. But I don't know. There's a few tracks in England. Isn't it weird? Like in England, I guess it's just because of the weather, innit? But they love to do that.
Did you ever go to Mill Lane when they just wood chipped it out as fuck?
No, but
they literally just flooded it with wood chips.
Olympia place once, a couple of others, and they were like real wood chippy.
Everyone says the British riders are good in sand. It's actually, we're wood chip specialists.
Wood chip specialists.
Problem is, the reason why it's not going so well for Britain at the moment is there ain't many wood chip tracks throughout the world.
Yeah.
We're waiting for it to come up.
Yeah, well, no, it might be decent for me then, the old wood chip section.
Yeah, there we go. This is your moment.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, the section coming out the stadium. I'm surprised how thin the dirt is. Like, it's not much of a pad, you know?
I think they're hoping that we have a concrete turn.
So I just said this to Kenny. I reckon they want it to be like a slick, hard-packed turn where you're just almost like lighting the rear end up, you know?
Or it just goes down to the concrete and then we're just like get a MotoGP turn in there. No, honestly, I don't know. It does look thin.
Surprising, I've never seen...
Because it's sand entering, hard pack around the turn, sand out. So I think they maybe figured if they put sand on it, it will just dig straight to the concrete.
Well, do you reckon they also, if they make it deeper, more chance of you like swapping getting a bit squirrely and then heading into a wall? Like maybe they think it's safer to make it just flat? I don't know.
No idea. I've got no idea. We'll see.
You haven't really got much to offer in this interview.
Nah, well,
you don't really know much.
No, yeah. It's not my job to think about the track. It's my job to ride it.
No, the dirty little secret of Max Anstie is you talk so much to hide the fact that actually you don't have much to say.
Nah, that's it.
You're just kind of, if I just keep talking and at some point I'll say something smart. Anyway.
Thanks, Lou.
No,
thanks, mate. That's real nice.
So
real nice of you, mate.
People don't understand that we do know each other.
Oh no, do we?
I'm the godfather to your son.
Who are you? Oh mate, stir the people up. You know,
no, the comments last week were like, you can tell Max Anstie just wants this guy to fuck off.
I literally do. I couldn't think of anything worse than doing an interview with Lewis right now.
I mean,
it's just like, what is this all about? Why did you stop me and make me come out here? I was clearly doing something busy with my team.
Yeah, you actually were. You're talking to the engine guy. Quite busy.
I wasn't engine guy, suspension guy.
I don't know.
Know your stuff, mate.
Sorry, yeah. Last week.
Carry on.
Last week. You're doing a wildcard race again this week. It's a more traditional start. Is that going to make it easier for you to get a good start than last week or harder? Again, I know you haven't raced yet before you...
I don't know. The inside gates look like they go straight into the tough blocks, so it depends.
So you're going to be... realistically, you're probably going to end up being...
15th, 16th.
Yeah.
I mean, that's well, I was 16th last week and I was second, so 15th or 16th.
So we're going to go into the strategy of backing off and cutting under the inside?
Nah, my starts are that good. I need to send it in there. I need to send it in there, come out around the top 5 or 6, and then just try and hang on and sit in there and see how I feel, see how we all end up. But I think this weekend will be better. It definitely doesn't look as demanding on the leg and the body and all of that stuff. So I think with how last week was and we made it through it and made another step this week, it's, like I said, been a long time off. Now I'm starting to roll again and we'll see how we are.
Final thing. All you've done is bang on about how you don't know the track, you haven't raced it yet, who cares? You've literally got this layout at start.
Oh yeah.
So how does it ride? How does it, like,
it's
I reckon it's fast
Ride's
as fuck.
absolutely amazing.
Brilliant, thanks.
Absolutely amazing. We don't have the tunnel track, so it's the best track ever.
Yeah, wait, what do you do without the tunnel?
And we go left into that off-ramp thing.
You don't do the crossover?
No, it's a bit of a funny thing, no. Yeah, we have a massive double and then we go underneath it.
Yeah, or I was just thinking like an intersection, stop sign, stop, look both ways.
There's that many riders, I don't think that would work very well. Lap times would be a bit off.
But how does it ride? Is it, because I imagine it being quite fast. Like I imagine tomorrow night.
It is, but it's still got a different feel. The angles are slightly different here.
But so I imagine from your experience at start and the layout we see, I imagine like the top guys are going to basically be shadowing each other the whole time and not really having room to make passes.
Yeah, I don't really know where the difference is going to be made. I mean, unless you can do something different in the rhythm, which I feel like the top guys are all going to end up doing the same thing. There probably isn't going to be that much that's going to make up difference unless the turns get absolutely hammered and like you're completely chewed up and everyone's struggling. It'll be a lot of laps. Only 2 20-minute motos. It's a long time for like 250 guys to do supercross. When we're used to 115. I mean, in supercross, there's no whoops, but it's still gonna feel a lot out there.
You reckon your heart rate will be much higher than Charlotte?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, my heart rate was low as anything in Charlotte because I felt like I was
enduro spec. Yeah,
fish out of water with that stuff. No, it's just been a minute in it, so I had to keep it under control. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I do think this weekend's going to be quite intense, and even though we're in a stadium and it's like not super hot, I think the second moto is going to be tough. Like just to keep that intensity going. If it's a minute or something lap time, I mean, yeah, there's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot of laps for the 250 guys that are not necessarily used to that.
Might have a Lightning McQueen is fading moment from someone.
Yeah, well, hopefully not me.
No.
But yeah.
All right, we're done.
I think we're done.
All right.
Oh, I got someone at the airport because I'm on my Lightning McQueen bottle. Tell me that I had good aura with my Lightning McQueen bottle.
All right.
I was like, oh,
cool. We'll see how that goes for you this weekend.
Yeah, we will.